Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3, where we are currently exploring the secret vault of the Wizard Tower. And I guess we're finally getting to the good parts, because after overcoming a bunch of traps and magical doors and whatnot, we have opened the doors to the Vault of Elminster and the Vault of Karsus. And yes, since the last teleport only brought Artemis back to this place, I had to bring all my companions here individually. But now that we're all united again, I guess we will check out these two vaults. Obviously, the Vault of Karsus is of particular interest to us, but I guess we will start with the Elminster Vault over here. The pressure plate shouldn't be a problem anymore because we have disarmed it over here, so
have to keep going.
let's just go ahead and let's check out the Elminster Vault. Okay, what do we got here? First of all, apparently some opulent chests that I guess are usually invisible, but since I can see invisible stuff, they get revealed. This perk is actually super useful in this place because you have a lot of invisible stuff here, like chests and levers. So yeah, it's really good to have this. Thank you, Volo, and your incompetent operation, I suppose. Yeah, let's see what we have here. Let's start with the minor chests. Scroll of Chain Lightning, Scroll of Eyebite. I don't think I've seen this one already. Your eyes become black corridors, walled in teeth. Your gaze capable of inflicting dread, sickness, or putting creatures to sleep. That sounds terrifying. And another Globe of Invulnerability. A nice... I'm guessing the vases don't actually have anything in them, but you should probably try anyway. And what do we got here? Ooh, Pyro Quickness Hat. Fiery Return. When you deal fire damage with a leveled spell, you burn yourself and gain an additional bonus action this round. That seems interesting. We will take a look at that later, I guess.
Open up.
Let's see what's in the other chests first. Gold and another Scroll of Disintegrate. And more gold. Okay, I guess it's all the normal stuff. Let's see what I presume is the most valuable item in here, because it's locked away in the special display case.
Don't give me trouble now.
And not an easy look at that. Again, this is the time where I wish I had Astarion with me. I'm not sure if I could go to Campy and just bring him in. I don't know. Let's try it without him, I suppose. Well, not with dice rolls like that. But at least I can just use more tools. I have more tools back in my camp, so that shouldn't be an issue, but I still don't want to waste too many of them here, obviously. Okay. I can also use inspirations, but I feel wasting more tools is probably cheaper. Okay, there we go. Critical success. Now, let's see. This gives us the Tharkiate Codex. The pages are covered in esoteric symbols and strange runes, some indecipherable, but some strangely familiar. Your eyes are drawn to one page describing a long-lost book, The Necromancy of Thay. Not anymore lost it is. I still have it in my inventory and I still don't know what to do with it, but maybe this will explain it to me. There are secrets of life and death known only to the red wizards. Committing such secrets to parchment is a risk they are loath to take, lest the unworthy gaze upon them. Who better then to guard their secrets than the spirits of the jealous dead themselves? To look upon the necromancy of Thay is to risk a madness at the hands of its spirits. But the wise traveler who can treat the line between life and death will find a knowledge witnessed by precious few mortals. The rest of the entry details the precautions and risks associated with reading the text, but lays out a clear path to unraveling the secrets contained in this tome. Okay, I guess this is helpful in... Oh no, what just happened to me? First of all, my quest updated. We read the Stargate Codex and now have the knowledge to finish the necromancy of Thay. It's rather telling that I actually find a way how to, finish reading the book before I find a way to destroy it. So I guess we will unlock it. I mean, I made it already to like almost the last page. May as well keep going at this point. But yeah, what has just happened to me? Oh. Your constitution score is reduced by 5 while cursed by the Stargate Codex Warped Arcana. That's no good. But I guess I will try to read the necromancy of Thay now, huh? Like I said, we made it this far. We finally got the knowledge we need for the last page. Would be a waste not to make use of that.
The book radiates power, but the words you read in the Codex echo in your mind, guiding your eyes safely across the page. The once indecipherable glyphs now feel dangerously familiar, promising unholy power to those who can take it.
Oh, but I still need to pass a skill check. Wisdom. Ah, that's okay. I have a decent amount of bonuses. Of course, it's like, again, a super difficult one. Elixir of Heroism. What does this do? Advantage on wisdom saving throws. Okay, this actually is quite useful. Okay, let's give this a try. Yeah, that should be enough.
As you pass the strange glyphs, you can feel the book resisting. Ghostly voices whisper at you from the dark, probing and fighting your mind. But your will is iron, and you brush past these shades of the past, devouring every secret the book has to offer. You see now life and death are malleable as clay, to be bent and reshaped by your will, by your power. But as you close the book, a nagging doubt whispers in your mind. What consequences will there be for calling the dead from their rest?
A little bit late for doubt now. And of course, Gale is inspired. Okay, so what exactly did this now? Oh, I think I got a new spell. Dance Macabre. Create 4 ghouls that fight alongside you. Okay. I mean, I'm not sure if this is something I'm going to use a lot, but I guess it's nice to have. Then again, I need a level 5 spell slot for it, which I don't. So, I guess I can't use this. I suppose one of my wizards should have read the book and not her. I'm not sure if she's ever going to get a level 5 spell slot, so... yeah, this is probably wasted on her. She read it, but she can't really understand it properly. And... yeah, I'm still cursed. I'm not sure if this is going to go away if I take a long rest. It doesn't say so. But I mean, if it's a curse, there might be other remedies for it.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
What's next?
None of my mages have remove curse, do they? No. But I think I have like scrolls for that.
Believe this.
Scroll of remove curse. Okay, is this going to work? Let's see. Well, it did something. Okay. It turned into a Tharkiate Vigor, granted 20 temporary hit points by the Tharkiate Codex Enervating Magic. Okay, nice.
No time to rest.
I would have been okay with the curse just being removed, but this is even better. But yeah, I'm not sure what to do about this. I guess I can give it a try if it works in combat, even though I lack the spell slot, but I'm guessing it will not work since I can't cast spells that high. But whatever, let's move on. And I'm guessing we have actually finished that quest about the necromancy of Thane. Okay, that one has been sitting in my inventory for so long. I'm glad that we are done with that.
If not over,
either way,
then through.
we still have another vault to look at. The Vault of Karsus. Arguably the more interesting vault here. Okay. Quite a bit of stuff here. Where do we even start? Let's maybe start by looking at the chests. Foebreaker. Lethal weapon. This weapon ignores bludgeoning resistance. That's nice. I don't know. Maybe something for Karlik? She has a pretty good weapon though, so I will have to think about that. There's like a bunch of like medium tier weapons. Someone can pick them up for me. At the very least,
Better fetch that.
they will be useful for, you know, selling and getting some money for it. American halberd. Yes, we've seen all of that before. Okay, I think that's like
No one stopped me
all
yet.
the big weapons here. Let's take a look at this chest. Gold, necklace, gold, see invisibility, diminution, and arcane cultivation.
Can't slow down.
And what do we got here? Okay. Take all of it. Another scroll of eyebite. Neat.
No traps, please.
Globe of invulnerability, disintegrate, fly. And Otto's irresistible dance. Okay, so what do we got here? The Annals of Karsus, there it is. Is this book going to curse me as well? Okay, I guess I can
I'll take
just
that.
take the Scroll of Dethrone first and the Gold Chalice. Magus be warned. Sure, let's read the warning first and then probably just completely ignore it. It is a great paradox among our kind, who so value the art of learning, that we believe ourselves ever cannier than the ones who came before. If envy is the disease of the artist, hubris is that of the wizard. Though I fear my warning will fall on deaf ears, I will say it again. The closer a wizard creeps to the domain of the divine, the closer oblivion creeps with him. I thought myself an equal to Mystra and devised a plan to make myself her equal. I would pluck one strand of weave and contain it within an amulet I spent the better portion of my years devising. How regret instantly heaved itself upon my head. I was trapped within the amulet instantaneously and passed around from collector to curio hall for the better part of a millennium. Only now that I am freed, with barely the strength to hold my quill, can I leave this final warning as testimony. Huh. Doesn't say who wrote it though. Anyway, I guess it's time to finally take a look at the famous Annals of Karsus. What could possibly go wrong?
The Annals of Karsus. The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page.
Right. Give the book to Gale. I'm not sure I want you delving into this. Yes, I mean, we just read the warning. Did we not? On the one hand, I feel, the book might contain interesting information about how we can, defeat the Elder Brain, but I also have some serious doubts about this. This is what they write like cautionary tales about, is it not? The powerful magical artifact that already brought doom to so many other people and has been used for evil. But obviously, when I use it, it's going to be good, because I'm doing it out of the best intentions. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Are you sure you want to be delving into this?
And since when have we sought to avoid trouble, eh? Come now. The knowledge lurking between those pages could help us greatly. Don't be a hindrance after being such a great help.
Give the book to Gale. We don't have time for this. Forget about the book. I guess I can at least give him the book so he can take a look at it. But I still have some concerns about this. I mean, we made it this far. I suppose it would be kind of stupid not to at least look at it.
That devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood.
The designs for self-destruction, more like. Didn't this crown kill Karsus? Yes, I believe so. Godhood. I know crowns are an ego boost, but that's ridiculous. A design you could follow. Stay silent. Yeah, I mean, it didn't really work so well for Karsus in the end, so following his instructions seemed to be like a bad idea.
Not exactly. It was what he did with it that sealed his fate, and, for a time, that of magic itself. The crown was merely the means.
Sure.
The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it.
That sounds like a terrible idea. To what end? We already know the crown's dangerous. Wouldn't that make things worse? You think? What happens if you fail? That crown's caused chaos. We should be seeking a way to destroy it and not make it more powerful. Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think it's useful to know what the crown is about and how it works, so we might use that knowledge to defeat it, destroy it, whatever. But we shouldn't be using that knowledge to try to use it ourselves. Because, even if you have good intentions, Gale, The question is, if these intentions will stay like that, because, like I said earlier, power tends to corrupt people. And, when it comes to Gale, he kind of did this before in the past, did he not? I mean, the reason he became a walking bomb was because he was looking for some artifact, like a book that had a piece of the weave, and he wanted to return that piece of weave to Mystra. So arguably for good intentions, out of love, you might argue. Maybe there was a little bit of a self-serving aspect in there as well, because, he wanted more of Mystra's attention or whatever, but still, you could say he was having good intentions when he was looking for that piece of the weave, and yeah, it didn't work out well for him. It turned him into a bomb, and I seem to remember that he even called it Gale's folly at some point, as an analogy to Karsus's folly. So he does kind of acknowledge that what Karsus did was a mistake, and that what he did in the past with that fragment of the weave was a mistake. But I'm not sure if he's actually learning anything from these mistakes, because now here he is, and willing and eager to make that crown more powerful and reforge it. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Gale. I think I should try to talk him out of that if I can. Usually Artemis is very easygoing in that regard. All her companions are grown men and women, and she's not like their mother, and she doesn't want to moralize too much to them about, how they live their lives. But every now and then, as a friend, you may have to tell a friend that what they're doing is probably a bad idea and that they should maybe think this over again. And I feel this is such a situation where I need to tell Gale that this is probably not good. So yeah, I think we should probably use the knowledge we can gain from this book to destroy it and not to use it.
Do not mistake the crown itself for the actions of its wearer, or rather, those controlling its wearer at present. If we could restore its former glory, it would no longer be a mere leash and collar used to subjugate friend or foe. It would be something greater. Something divine. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last would be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them.
I wonder if Karsus said the same things when he made that crown. You dismiss the entire pantheon so easily, not all gods are selfish, and you think Mystra will let you do this? Mortals are far better guardians of their fates than gods. We have more to lose. I mean, that is an interesting thought. But saying that we shouldn't, or we should use this crown because we are better than gods also seems like the wrong conclusion here, because clearly mortals are just as, corruptible as potentially the gods are. Yeah, do you think Mystra will let you do this?
I don't know. Ao does not look kindly on gods meddling in mortal affairs. She may have no choice but to stand by and let events unfold. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us.
That's true.
Mystra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Karsus' successor.
Yeah, that still doesn't change the fact that just because the crown probably shouldn't go to the gods, that it should be in mortal hands or your hands or whatever. I thought you were past this kind of temptation, Gale. You know exactly where such overreaching leads. You would think so. Or to destroy the next wizard who attempts it, the attempt would kill you as it killed Karsus. And you believe yourself to be that successor? This is no ordinary artifact, Gale. Do this and you'd challenge the gods themselves, so you want the crown to settle a score with Mystra. That also seems like a very bad motivation, to be honest. Yeah, I think you should know this temptation is probably going to lead to a bad place.
Neither of us can know what truly may be if we don't at least try. Potential is nothing in itself. Just a fleeting dream unless we drag it into the waking world. Please, at least think on it. Powerful as he was, Karsus lacks some advantages I can lay claim to.
Oh, really?
I know Mystra intimately, and I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Karsus achieved many things, but he never managed that. A long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please, at least think on it.
I guess I can think on it. But you know, the argument that you are somehow better suited for this kind of task because you have a bomb inside you isn't very convincing. Especially since you only, got this bomb because you already tried to overreach at some point in the past. Gale, I'm urging you to drop this. This crown cannot be reforged. Seems like you've got this all figured out. I won't stand in your way. You're a convincing man, Gale. The crown sounds promising. Well, I can't pick the option I will think on it. I have to make very definite stand here. Tell him to drop it or basically tell him, okay, sure, go ahead. So I guess I will stick by my argument so far, and I like you, Gale, and it's not like a huge judgment on your character when I say that I don't think you should pursue this crown, because probably everyone else would fail in this situation, and there's probably no mortal virtuous enough to be able to actually use this. But like I said, in the past he already demonstrated sort of a lack of judgment when it comes to pursuing magical artifacts, so I think he finally has to learn from some of his past mistakes. So please just drop it. We need to destroy the crown, we need to defeat the Elder Brain, but we don't need to create another super dangerous artifact that will only cause trouble down the road.
I see. I suppose I am asking you to take a leap of faith even the most loyal of companions might struggle to land gracefully. Spent so long feeling inferior, shut out from my destiny over such a simple act of youthful enthusiasm. Perhaps I got carried away with the thought this crown could give me back what Mystra took. Cure me, even.
Yeah, but I mean, you're trying to kind of fix your mistake from, your youth by making a potentially even bigger mistake. So just drop it. You're still destined for greatness, Gale, but you won't find it chasing Karsus' shadow. That is actually a very good line. Don't give up yet, there will be an answer, it just isn't the crown. You're deluded, Gale, the crown is clearly dangerous, as is pursuing it. I promise to think about it then, that's all I can offer. Oh, I can still give this reply now. But I mean, I think he's close to accepting this. So maybe I should continue with that and not retreat by saying I will think about it. Also, I don't think my opinion on that will change drastically. This is a matter of principle, and not like in so many other cases where I kind of try to delay important decisions until later. It's not really so much about gaining more information and gaining more insight. This is more like a matter of principle, so I don't think Artemis' opinion will change drastically in that regard. She's all for a certain balance in nature and how humans and gods interact with magic, and such an extreme, powerful magical item would kind of, destroy this balance. So I think she has a natural suspicion of this. So yeah, let's just pick this one. You're still destined for greatness, Gale, but you won't find it chasing Karsus' shadow. That's probably a good answer.
You're right. There aren't many wizards who'd care to be mentioned in the same breath as him, or his folly. Whatever comes of this, we cannot allow the crown to be reforged in Raphael's image.
I agree.
A devil wielding the might of Karsus. It would be the end of everything.
I mean, obviously, if I wouldn't give the crown to Gale, then I wouldn't give it to Raphael either. Yeah, so I guess we have finished or updated more quests. Reforge the crown. It's still part of his quest, though. I guess he hasn't completely given up on it yet. Gale read the Annals of Karsus and discovered that they were no mere diary. They contained the original designs for the crown of Karsus. Using this new knowledge, Gale could attempt to reforge the true crown, restoring it to its former powers. First, we need to bring the 3 netherstones together. Okay, so he still might consider doing that. He hasn't fully given up on that idea. Oh dear, oh dear. I suppose we will see what we will do with that. But yeah, it looks like we're done here.
Here goes nothing.
Let's return. And now we have to find a way out of here, but I suppose that's what the portal is for. Let's see where this is going to take us. Lower City. What? Where exactly? Okay, we're back in the bookshop. And now I got another update. Although it seems to be the same as before. I kind of want to see if Gale has anything more to say about this. Let's try to talk to him before we continue.
What's on your mind?
Okay, not at the moment. Maybe when we are in camp the next time. So, what? What exactly is all of this stuff? Sorceress Soundry's basement chess key. What are the odds that we have seen it already? Officious note. Miklor, Master Loroakan has requested his tome of divination spells be brought to the basement. He must focus without interruption in order to see the unseen. Since you refused to speak to me since the incident with the ape, I have no choice but to make my request in writing. Vompter. I think both of them are dead by now. An alternative perspective, the weave. I think we have read that already. And that's just the same note. And by the way, another good argument why maybe pursuing the crown is not such a good idea. You know, there are at least like 2 people or beings of questionable character that had access to the crown, or at least like significant knowledge about it, and decided not to pursue it. One's like the archdemon who had the crown before it got stolen. I think Mephistopheles, right? He just kept the crown around, but apparently didn't use it for anything. And Loroakan clearly had like the Annals of Karsus, so he knew stuff about it. Maybe how to, you know, pursue the crown, maybe to reforge it. And he didn't do that, even though he was clearly, you know, full of delusions of godhood. So if even these 2 people apparently decided that, yeah, maybe the crown is something that we don't want to touch, it's a good argument not to touch it. Now, in case of Loroakan, maybe he just thought that getting the Night Song is more efficient, easier than getting the crown or whatever, but still. Anyway, I guess I can take a look at all of this stuff because no one is looking at us at the moment. Okay, another key. And we have seen this one. The book that Lorokin probably wrote about himself. Miklo, as you refuse to speak to me following the incident with the three-eyed man, I have no choice but to make my request in writing. Master Lorokin instructs you to bring this newly acquired lamp, the one with the djinn, to the vault and store it behind the protective wall. It is far too dangerous to be left on display in the shop proper. Vomter. I don't think I've seen this. The protective wall. Should I be going back into the vault to take a look at potential protective walls? Maybe I should be doing that. I mean, now I'm still here near the portal and I can just quickly head back, I guess. Now, let's see. What protective wall could they be potentially talking about? I mean, I still wonder if there's a way to get to like the upper level here. It doesn't look like it though. No, I don't think this is actually supposed to be walked on. I mean, we actually have some proper walls here. Okay, I don't think it's going to be here. But these walls were pretty extensive, so I guess we can take another good look around. Hang on a second. There's like a single room over here? Or is this the one with the magical... Okay, this is the restricted area. Let's maybe check out the other room first. Because I think this one was basically a dead end. Okay. And presumably this is like the normal vault. Okay, let's see. I mean, I guess that it would show me something if I like hover my mouse over it. You know, like with barricades that you can destroy. But I'm not seeing anything here. Of course, it's possible that in order to interact with it, I first have to pass like a perception skill check, so I have to get close enough to it to actually trigger that skill check. Yeah, nothing I can really see here. What other protective wall could they be talking about? Maybe it is part of the restricted area after all. I don't think it's any of these walls. And yeah, these are the Elminster and Karsus walls. Obviously, we have like a bunch of doors here that I didn't really try. Because they put me into another room with a bunch of doors, so there might be combinations that I haven't tried yet. Now I believe the first time I was here, I went to evocation first. So what happens if we go into this one first? And now we have wild, shadow, and demon. The problem is I don't remember where I went from here. Let's try demon. Well, now we're just back here, but for some reason Gale failed a perception skill check right before we entered through that door. I guess I'm just going to try a few different combinations of doors here. Let's go a little bit closer here. I suppose it could be just one of the disarmed traps that are in this place. Okay, so Demon just put me back at the main hub. What does Wild do? Again, just putting me back here. And Evocation. Okay, Evocation brings us to the next room. And one of these is like the place where I could disarm the traps, I believe. Yes, this one. Okay, again, I'm not entirely sure what doors I used the last time. It might have been invulnerability. So let's try one of these now. Gate. Okay. Now we're here again. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is really going to put me to any places that I haven't been to before. Yep, this is just back to the start. I guess I might just try a bunch of different combinations here. Maybe one of these doors is going to bring me to a new place. And now we're back here. Okay, some of them definitely are just going like in a circle. The demon one seems to be the most promising one on this side of the tower. Oh no! I thought the demon one got me to a different place. Yeah, I don't know. I feel there must be something here, because why else put that note there? Okay, I think we have tried invulnerability, gate. Let's try foresight. I think I haven't tried foresight yet. Okay, foresight is just going back here again. Which means, I believe I have more or less tried all the different doors at this point. So there might not be anything I've actually missed here. And again, this is just back. Yeah, I don't know. I feel there are some secrets here that I haven't found yet. But it's not clear where we need to go. Shadow. Illusion, evocation, abjuration again. Oh, transmutation. Okay, we have another one here. I haven't tried that one yet. And again, it's just back. Okay, I think I'm going to make a cut here. Maybe I will try a few different door combinations off camera to see if any of them lead me to a place I haven't been to before, but it looks like in the end they're all kind of going to the same place, and you always end up like in this place eventually. Transmutation, evocation, illusion, abjuration. Yeah, I think at this point I went through pretty much every door. Demon, wild, shadow. And you always end up here. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I will keep looking around a little bit here. Maybe that protective wall is at some completely different place that isn't even connected to this one. So I would be just wasting my time.
A dull moment.
But I mean, we made some good progress here with Gale's quest in particular. So I think I will return back to the surface next episode. Maybe go to camp, take a long rest. And then I would like to continue, the murder quest, so we can keep looking for Lizelle. But for today, let's call it a day as always. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.